Yo, what up to the squad? I know it's been a minute since I've uploaded, but I just wanted to give a quick update. Here's my girl Lady. She's a bumblebee, which is a spider morph, so I choose not to breed her because, as I'm sure you know, if you know ball pythons, they have a genetic condition called a head wobble, which is no good. She is literally just forcing the last bit of mouse down her throat into her stomach. Just fed her. I just thought about filming after the fact. Also, Harry Belafonte is mid-mouse right now. He's doing great. Trying to bulk him up for the coming breeding season. And our girl Stunner is just out and about. She doesn't need to eat right now, but she is looking thick. She's going to be ready for another clutch when the time comes. You know, it feels like just yesterday that I had her produce those eggs. She is my most high-end morph, but admittedly it's a little bit of a confused one. She's what's called a sherbet fly, but nobody knows what a sherbet fly is, so I'll break it down. It is a super pastel fire pinstripe. She would have been prettier as a baby, but she's browned out on the top, as they tend to do. Still has that really cool bright white kind of bolo tie looking head stamp. And I've got a big shed here, and this is only about 60% of it. The rest of it broke off in several smaller pieces of my going on 9 foot Taiwan beauty snake, type of rat snake from Taiwan. Anyway, this girl is looking chunky, looking healthy. She's come a long way with behavior. She used to be a really defensive, bitey snake, but she's become a sweetheart. Look at this thickness. The other guy that is having a munch is Banana and She. Oh, he's got it down. It's already gone. Check out this little turkey. Yeah, that is a beautiful snake. Look at the perfect coloration. As it gets older, those purple areas are going to turn brown, and they're also going to develop freckling. But right now, it is pristine. I have these adult-sized bins, and I put this thing in here to just like cut off some of the space so that they don't feel overwhelmed, because they do really like to keep it tight. They prefer a claustrophobic environment. I don't know if other green tree python keepers have this issue, but Toothpaste, if he doesn't get the feeder like into his throat by the time it gets cold, he can sometimes lose interest or forget what he's doing. He's just so motivated by heat, but hopefully he figures it out. See, he's looking around. He smells a rat, but he's like, I don't know. Anyway, we'll see how he does. I can always heat it up for him again, but that would be pretty pathetic. Figure it out, man. I believe in you. I'm just here admiring how big this snake has gotten. She's still got a ways to go until she's a completely full-size adult female, but she's a big girl. I think she might be coming up on 4 years. Hey, beautiful. She's in a good mood tonight. Here is one of my Narcissus americanus, American giant millipedes, in here with not much other than a big colony of native vulgaris isopods. Just found these guys under a log. Feed them potatoes. We got some pothos growing, oak leaves, which they love, and some wild mosses that I've had since July, and they're still kicking in here, so that's cool. A piece of hot gossip is that today, in my shrimp tank, oh, we can see one right there. Just earlier today, I picked up 2 gravid blue rilly shrimp. You see this shrimp? It has, you know, this shrimp has like, I want to say 20 to 40 eggs underneath it, and it fans them to keep them from growing fungus. I have 2 pregos, for lack of a better word. That should drop their eggs, I don't know, within a couple of weeks. Could be tomorrow. But then I'll have, you know, almost 100 shrimp in here all of a sudden. Mind you, they're very tiny little shrimplets when they hatch out. But yeah, kind of a steal to go to the pet store, spot the pregnant one, and say, yes, I'll take that one, please, because Well, the shrimp were $7.99 Canadian. I'm about to get 40 for the price of one. Sorry guys, I didn't have a free hand, but letting the mouse warm up for just about 35 seconds was enough to get him to go. And we will check in shortly, see if he actually gets it done this time. Looks like he will, because he's already found the head. He's already starting to walk his teeth. Again, sorry for my voice. I haven't been talking to anybody, so it's a little gravelly, but it's getting better as I talk more and more here. Wonderful. And I'm gonna have to change out that bloody paper towel, because that is gross. All right, friends, that's it for this episode of Hoi Noi TV. Just a quick, spur-of-the-moment kind of film session, giving you an update on some of my animals. Not all of them, but most of them. I have some other footage I've already put together that I'm gonna upload this week, so hang tight for that. Just as a fun treat to close things out here, I'm gonna show you some footage right now of an African egg-eating snake doing its defense display, which is really cool. It sounds like it's hissing, but it's not hissing. It's actually rubbing its keeled scales together to make a hissing noise. This is a snake with no teeth that only eats eggs, and it's really adorable. It's got these big bug eyes and this big goofy mouth, and I really want one of these. But the one I'm gonna show you here is actually wild caught, which is something I like to avoid as a hobbyist. But it doesn't mean we can't have fun checking it out in the pet shop, right? Here we go. Thanks for watching.
Where are they from?
North Africa, right?
Yeah. Roots as well.
Really?
Yeah.
How much is he?
200.
Oh, great. Well, Alex, if I got an egg like, or an egg, if I got a snake like this, then I'd have an excuse to also have a bird.
Yeah, there you go.
True, true,
You can
true.
just buy quail eggs at like Chinese.
Such rough scales.
Healed.